kama federation tulikaa chini tukazungumza, tukaangalia ni nani ambaye anaweza kutuongoza katika timu yetu ya Harambee Stars kama head of the technical bench, ama ambaye atakayekuwa kocha mkuu wa timu yetu ya taifa Harambee Stars. Na baada ya mazungumzo mengi na kujadiliana na wenzetu, tukaona ya kwamba McCathy ana ule uzoefu na we believe very strongly as a team that he's the right person for this job. He's competent enough, has a proven track record. Ni mtu ambaye amejionyesha over the years ya kwamba amejitolea kufanya kazi katika zile klabu ambazo amewakilisha hapo awali. Na I think when we spoke to McCathy and to his team and the technical bench that is coming, we saw the fire in the belly, we saw the passion that he comes with, we saw the commitment, we saw the resilience that he's willing to put up with. He's an African. He's a Pan-Africanist, not only an African. And as Kenya, we are proud to have one of our own sons come and head this national team. Na mimi nina imani, and I have all the confidence that his experience will have impact not only on the national team, but also on the youth and the future generations to come. So it's a big step for us. It's a huge commitment to the people of Kenya that we are serious about turning around this federation. My big gratitude, of course, to the government of Kenya. Without the government, we would not be able to achieve what we are achieving today as a federation. The collaboration between us and also partners is improving. We have seen today some few sponsors came for the event, and we are hoping that this will open more doors to more partnerships. I'd like to ask the general public to be a little bit patient with the national team, to be patient with the new technical bench, to give them time to be able to perform and to be able to deliver. So this is very, very important for us, and I think we're very excited today. It's a big, bold step for the federation to be able to bring the caliber of Benny McCathy to head the national team.
Kumekuwa na changamoto ya malipo ya makochi, labda mnafanyaje upande wa serikali ambayo ndio inawajibika?
Nafikiria upande wetu sisi na serikali tumekubaliana ya kwamba huu ndio mwelekeo, na hiyo serikali yetu kwa sasa imetupatia ishara zote, ama imetupatia ile commitment ya kwamba they will fulfill their part of the bargain, and we have no reason to doubt. And I'm happy that we have started on the right footing, and we are also urging more partners and more sponsors to come on board and support. It's not tusiwachie tu kila kitu serikali, tusiwachie tu kila kitu federation. The corporates that are out there, this is an appeal to all of you. It's a fresh start at the federation. Come on board. This is the time to invest in the national team. Let us not wait for criticism or for when the team is not performing for us to complain where we've not invested or didn't do it on time. This is the chance you have. Please come on board as soon as you can and help us grow our teams. Not only the Harambee Stars, Harambee Starlets, the youth teams, under 20, under 17, help us grow all these clubs, all these teams.
Wakenya wana matumaini na nyinyi sana kubadilisha kandanda ya Kenya na kuifanya iwe bora na kubwa zaidi. Wadhamini wakuja wengi na nimeona mko na bodi tayari.
Jambo kubwa sana ni wawe na subra. Naomba Wakenya muwe na subra kidogo. I think so far ile ambayo tumeonyesha ni ya kwamba we are up to the task. Nothing is impossible. We'll achieve this. We'll do this for Harambee Stars and for the country, for the nation. Like I said, the expectations are very high. I know the expectations of Kenyans are very high, but we are cut for the job, and we will deliver for Kenyans eventually. To re-engineer or to start or to build the federation afresh is not an easy task, and that's why I'm saying we'll not do it on our own. We need all the help we can get. Now the technical bench is sorted. We need to sort out many other things at the administrative level of the federation. We have a huge debt portfolio that we inherited from the previous administration. We have to sort that out, but we don't want to dwell too much in the past also. We must forge the way forward, and we must show Kenyans that we are committed, and we saw the performance of the Starlets in Tunis, and that is just the beginning. We want to create the best environment for our teams to succeed, and that is my role, that is the job of the federation, to create an enabling environment for success.
President, would you speak something about maybe the Maternity Derby, because it was postponed for the second time? will you give clarity about it?
The issue, I think, of the Mashemeji Derby or games, KPL, some of the big KPL games, is about facilities, it's about the infrastructure. I know the contractors are working day and night to get Kasarani and Njiru Stadium up to scratch. You know, we had a lot of work to do in terms of putting up the floodlights and so on. But we are working with the Leagues and Competitions Committee to ensure that we have a date very soon for the Mashemeji Derby and all other big league games that are pending. And I'm very confident within this month and next month we'll have finalized on the issues of infrastructure, and we'll be ready to host all the big matches at Kasarani and in Njiru Stadium.
Okay, we said lastly,
I want to leave that to the Leagues and Competitions Committee and the League and Competitions team at the Secretariat to handle together with the KPL clubs that are involved in the fixtures. So that is something that they will sort out, and within this week I'm sure they will communicate appropriately.
Lastly, Hussein, just to ask, was he the only one who was in contention? Was he your first option when there were competition?
We had very many other coaches.
Won Champions League with FC Porto, played for English Premier League clubs. Today will be the new, I don't know if it's a fresh start for the Kenyan football, because our campaign is soon. We're looking forward to qualify for the African Cup of Nations 2026. Njiru, what's your thought on Benny McCathy coming on board as the head coach of Harambee Stars?
I mean, it's always a fresh start, no matter who's coming. He's been coaching Man United, he was coaching the PSL, and obviously was a good player. But we're Kenya, and we have our own problems and issues here. We've been struggling throughout with so many coaches, so many players. I mean, you can only hope for better days ahead.
What's your expectation now?
I mean, for now, the only way we can do is going up, because we are out of the AFCON qualifiers for Morocco AFCON, and now we still have the World Cup qualifiers, which is a long shot, but well, we'll try, let's say, to finish as high as we can. But for now, I do think it's trying to stability in the team. I mean, we've been drawing and losing games that we should be winning, like the campaign that we had for AFCON qualifiers that are going to Morocco. I mean, for now, it needs to get some, let's say, consistent team again, like the way Firat had, and try at least, now we're playing at home, I think for the first time in like 4 years, try to get results at home now, so that we can build now for the next, well, luckily we've qualified for the next AFCON, which will be in Nairobi, that is 2027, so we don't have to qualify for Morocco. We've missed out the World Cup. We can use the World Cup now to build on something, and now going forward, the other AFCONs that are in 2029 and the other tournaments now, we can be ready.
You'll be ready. Now, just to hear from you, we have our local experienced, coach, bringing an international coach. What makes him unique and special?
I mean, it's the exposure out there, experience. He was a good striker, very good striker in Portugal, in the UK, for South Africa. And we've tried, we can say we've tried Africa, we've tried Europe. I mean, we've tried everywhere, but you just have to keep trying, we don't have many options now. And for him, it's because of the experience he's been coaching. I think he was coaching Man United before coming here. And that's the highest level of the game, So I do think it's going to help us. And he's a striker, he's a forwards coach. And, scoring goals has been a problem for us. A couple of games we've drawn 0-0, or we had chances to score goals, but we didn't score goals. Like the game that we played Cameroon in the AFCON qualifiers, should have done better. So I do think it's going to help us a lot as far as scoring goals is concerned.
All right, thank you so much, Njiru.
You're welcome, man.
Thank you. Thanks, though.
Let me say it is mixture. The African flair and the European flair is bringing both. And I believe also is coming with a lot of, the profile itself, which is going to help him coach our team, Harambee Stars. Then, of course, I know he's also, everybody will be respecting this guy. I mean, coaching credentials are good. Then, of course, his playing career also, I mean, he excels. So I believe FKF have got a very good coach in Benny McCathy, and it is upon us Kenyans here to give him support, because I know football, the coach should be given time. We shouldn't be in a hurry to get the results, but let's make a foundation. But at the same time, can we improve our grassroots football? Because also, if we want our national team to perform better, then the grassroots has to be taken care of. But I wish him all the best.
And that's a good fact because in terms of even our Division 2, which
Yes,
is our
yes,
culture
yes,
of
yes.
football,
Yeah,
there
yeah.
is no support whatsoever.
Yeah.
What can you talk about?
I think
that in terms of
one is when you're talking about the lower division, one, we need to have sponsorship. Currently, I think our teams are so poor, and that one will affect our performances. Yeah. Then, of course, good facilities. You see the kind of grounds we are using; those are not quality pitches, and it affects also the flow of the game. So, if we want to have good football, quality football, we also have to improve on our facilities.
Release ambayo imetumwa na FPF,
Yeah.
assistance wa McCathy, hakuna local coach. Do you think anahitaji local coach kumsaidia maybe to maneuver the local game, the local players?
Yeah, I think he will need a local coach, one or two local coaches, because it happens all over. And if it's even South Africa, yeah, they have a local coach who is being helped by his colleagues. So I think we should also do it here, because he's coming to a new country where he also has to learn the language. It's very, very important. He knows the language. So somebody to help him. So I think he will need 2 or 3 local coaches.
Coach,
So,
McCathy amezungumzia the issue of having the right mentality.
Yeah.
As a coach, ushaifikia that aspect, unaona you have the players but mentality in lack.
Yeah, hiyo ni kitu lazima anakuja nayo yeye mwenyewe. So ni ile tu wachezaji wetu na yeye pia a change mindset ya wachezaji wetu, because sisi tumekuwa tufanye vizuri, so kuna ile motivation factor lazima itakuwa hapo hivyo, na ni upon coach yeye ndiye aimwe hiyo, and then vile atakuwa anaongea, mazoezi atakuwa anapiga, then unapata immediate results pia tatakana. Akipata immediate results ya, then unapata confidence yake kama coach, na pia confidence ya players itakuwa hapo hivyo.
now, of course, you've spoken about how he spoke about wanting basically to create a relationship with the coaches around.
Yes.
You're currently the coach of Costa Rica.
Yes,
There
yes,
are other
yes.
coaches around.
Yes, yes.
How important will that be in terms of trying to network while
Yes.
trying to get talents all over? Because hata huko chini kuna matalanta wengi wenye maybe
Yes,
wanasaidia
exactly.
team.
Nimependa sana vile McCathy ameongea. Ukiangalia amesema is going to work closely with the local coaches, which means hata mimi nitakuwa na interact na yeye, na nafikiri hapo ndio tutakuwa tu pia tunamsaidia. Na ukiangalia sasa mpira yetu there are so many things that are not going right, yeah. So ni sisi local coaches ama local coaches especially EPL tutakuwa tunajaribu kumsaidia. Then ukiangalia pia there's been a fight, silent fight, wacha niweke hivyo. There's like the former coach, immediate former coach yule alikuwa hapa.
Yes.
He was only using the pro players who are playing outside Kenya, and he was neglecting the local players. So I think hiyo pia McCathy anafaa kujua vile atakuwa ana mix hiyo ama ana balance the players who are playing outside the country na also the local players, because we don't want to forget the local players, because that is one way of motivating them. If you don't call local players, then we are not motivating them, and our football will go down. Okay?
Shukran.